things where the Patriots are showing up at these town hall meetings. And I forwarded that to you, and I forwarded you another piece of information on that too, if you read that. And they're trying to tell that all of their members that they should show up and kind of outshout us, if you will.
Well, all I can say is that if the organizers who received the message from Obama would like to demonstrate to me how I am one of these, people receiving these rich bonuses from the rich insurance companies and the high-dollar Republicans, please show me where my check is, because I haven't seen it yet. And quite frankly, let me make the comment that as a conservative who has voted Republican with my fingers pinching my nose when I've had to, the notion that the Republican Party could pay me to take a stand on their behalf is truly absurd, given how upset I am with the Republican Party right now for their abrogation of everything that they ever stood for that looked like a conservative platform. But be that as it may, to all of those on Obama's organizing committees that would like to say that we're somehow affiliated with, an organized effort, all I can say is you should go up and look on, look in the Oxford Dictionary and look up the word grassroots, and you'll get a much better definition of what's going on. Here's my view. I keep hearing on the media, and I keep hearing the liberal talking points come out of all of these people's mouths, and frankly, it occurs to me that they actually do not believe that Americans could rise up spontaneously of their own concern, because we've lulled them to sleep for so many years that they think they can pull the wool over our eyes and we don't see it. They actually don't believe that we're sincere. I listened to some of these people talk on the news shows over the weekend, and I keep thinking to myself, you know what? They truly don't get it. Any more than Janine Garofalo thought that, it wasn't racists that were coming up with the Tea Parties last April. It's not a matter of an organized...
just for having an opposing view of anything Obama puts out.
Well, I guess that one of the things I'd say is that these people are blinded by their own ideology, perhaps.
Maybe, but Chris Matthews was just saying that we all need to be given a shot of truth serum and
whatever that truth serum is, we need the same thing for the anti-Kool-Aid doses. Jim Jones has to be proud as heck right now.
Yeah. Well, I just sent both of you a link, and if you guys could click on that right now, this is evidence that Obamacare supporters are being recruited and paid. There's no evidence that we're being recruited and paid. We're just people, ordinary, your next-door neighbor kind of people that are fed up and tired of it, and we want our voices heard. However, and I'm going to post this in the chat room, this link, and I would like our listeners, if they could have a moment, to go over there and look at this while we talk about it. These are various ads that were pulled out of different spots where they are asking people to call in and apply or fill out forms to earn money to help pass the Obamacare plan, to get out in their neighborhoods and canvass and all this. They start out from $9 to $14 an hour, going up to $500 a week. There are annual wages listed in here. Can you see that, Ralph and Karen?
I'm looking at it.
You need to get your link first. I don't have the link yet.
It's in your PM, Ralph.
Oh,
and it says, why spend your summer stuck behind a cash register when you could work for change? Summer jobs that make a difference. And so here's your proof, folks, that the Obama people are paying people to go out and fight at these town hall meetings and canvass these neighborhoods and stuff. We aren't paying anybody. I'm not being paid by anybody. Are you, Karen?
Nope. This is kind of interesting.
You know what?
Real interesting.
My goodness, this is probably right up there on its effects on the economy, right up there with cash for clunkers. What do you know? Organizing nationalists national health care. What a deal that is. I wonder how that's being paid for. Is that being paid for out of our tax funds or
probably
Obama's political campaign largesse?
Well, you know, I think it was last week or maybe the week before. I got an email from Organizing for America that was asking every member to continue to donate $1 a day until the health care was passed. Now, they have a lot of members. There's no getting around that. That's a lot of money they're pulling in.
$1 a day.
And you know, you've got the money that has been allocated to Acorn, and we all know that Obama keeps getting donations to, you know, his whole campaign thing, even though that should have been discontinued. But
$1 a day. Do you suppose he'll take California IOUs? State of California won't.
Probably not. I'm thinking
you can't pay your taxes with California IOUs to the state of California. They won't take them.
That's right. Well, they were a little nervous about fraud.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Well, we can get into that. We can get into that discussion another time. But back to the conversation about our town halls and so forth. You and I started a conversation privately this afternoon about the effect of these town hall meetings, and now the effect of some of the congressmen and congresswomen now not wanting to do any more town halls, wanting to basically run away from the will of the people because they believe that it's organized, because it's fixed, and it's partisan. My goodness, imagine that. American people taking
I think that Betty was on the telephone for a town hall meeting tonight with one of her representatives. Wasn't that right, Karen?
I believe that's what Randy said in the chat room, yeah.
Well, I wonder if Betty could call in and tell us what was said during that, because I know some of the representatives are switching over to the phone town meetings. Yeah, because, you know, only a very few people ever get to even speak on the phone-in town halls. And then we're hearing, of course, you know, where they're just not going to have them. And you know what? Nobody's going to stand for that. So, Betty, if you could call in and tell us how that went, we'd sure like to hear from you. And we'd like to hear from any of the rest of you who have attended a town hall meeting. Please call in and share your experiences, or if you have some coming up or you know of some coming up, come on. Get on the line here, give us a call, and let's talk about it.
We're at 806-447-0270. We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely, we would. You know, we're running out of time. They're only going to be off about another month, and we want, you know, our voices heard. Get up off your couches. Get out to those town hall meetings. We do not suggest for one moment that you start any big to-do. Get there and just say your piece. You know, talk calmly, but talk loudly if you have to. As I heard on Fox today, keep it at a 7. And certainly no violence. We do not promote that here at Plains Radio.
No, absolutely not. And in fact, violence just simply plays into the hands of the opposition. And that, by the way, works for both sides. So I will tell all of the Obama people who may be listening that violence will not serve you or your leader either.
Well, you know, I saw a video clip today on the news, and it was one of the union people. The video was terrible, but the audio was there. And it was one of the union people that shoved a camera back into the face of one of the people at the town hall meetings. And the person was going, hey, whatever that union is, those initials, he just put the camera into that person's face.
The service employment, can't remember what the I stands for.
Something employment union or something?
I hear a call.
Yep, Betty's calling us. Now let me see if Ed's at the... He is. Yeah, we'll put Betty on. Yeah, because I was asking her in the chat.
That's Betty. Go ahead. She's on the line.
Hi, Betty. Hi, how y'all doing? Real good.
Betty,
how did it go on that town hall meeting you were listening in on?
Okay, it was just a telephone conference. I didn't get to ask any questions.
But he was just talking about